With our new defensive systems, the Avenger was officially ready for battle. Now we just needed to take care of a few more preparations so her crew would be just as ready. We spent some time focusing on gathering additional weapon upgrades so we could finish customizing the weapons in our armory. Fortunately, with the war so close to ending, many of our allies seemed eager to donate whatever resources they had to offer. There were also a few more research projects to pursue. The skirmishers believed that they had discovered a way to enhance the effectiveness of our combat implants, so I bundled up some of the relevant intel we had gathered and sent Naz and Captain Salviti to help Beidos with her experiments. Tigan had also been inspired by our new point defense system. After spending some time studying how our engineers had modified the captured Advent turrets, he was fairly certain he could upgrade the effectiveness of our plasma rifles. While I was eager for him to begin studying the Avatar, I decided it could wait a little longer while we finished upgrading our arsenal. Afterwards, I got in touch with the spokesman. There was nothing particularly shocking in his latest report. As usual, things were going quite well for us. Blightwalker was still plotting and scheming in the background, but at this point we were receiving a tremendous amount of both physical and moral support from all over the globe. We arranged to have our latest protection payments delivered to the Avenger, but this time the spokesman also had an additional special request. Apparently, there was an Advent sympathizer who was coordinating anti-XCOM propaganda efforts in Argentina, and the spokesman thought it was in our best interests if we paid them a little visit. It wasn't too far out of our way, and Tigan was busy with our new assault rifle project anyway, so I agreed and threw together a quick strike team. This operation would be taking us into Mendoza, which was still largely under Advent control. Our team was going to have to be able to sneak in, grab their target, and then blast their way back out in a very narrow time frame. I put Colonel Dragonova in charge of the operation, and, as usual, Altix tagged along as her personal bodyguard. Rhino and Vlad would handle breaching the propaganda center so we could reach our target, with Greenguard and Messer providing range support. It was a nice, simple operation, and hopefully one of the last distractions before we could finally move forward with our plan to confront the Elders.
The Resistance has been after an alien collaborator for some time now, and they finally got a solid lead on their location. They're asking for our help in ensuring the target is dealt with, so we're moving in to secure the area. Neutralize all hostile forces standing in your way. If possible, capture the VIP alive. If all else fails, take them out. Menace 1-5, target location confirmed. Move to engage. Eliminate all hostile contacts.
The secret is, stay quiet.
Hey, RetconRaider here, and welcome back to episode 50. I'll admit, when I started this series, I never imagined I'd reach 50 episodes, but here we are. Of course, we're also on the home stretch at this point. We'll probably be wrapping up the series within the next 5 to 10 episodes. Then it'll be time to move on to the next big project. These civilians are blocking our path, so I guess we're going to have to take the long way around. Which should actually be fine. It looks like that'll still take us right to our destination. Today we're obviously on another VIP capture or kill mission. Our current goal is to get our team close to that building over there so we can break in, grab a VIP, and then book it to the evac zone.
On the move.
There is a time limit on this mission, but as usual, it's nothing we really need to worry about until we get spotted. And even then, 12 turns should be plenty of time.
Maintaining position.
Bestätigt. Überwachung läuft.
No sign of any enemy pods just yet, but we are still 2 turns away from the building we need to get to. There's got to be at least 1 or 2 enemy pods between us and the building, so we'll keep Dragonova on point and hopefully she'll spot a couple of targets for us.
place for you to go now. I've spotted an alien patrol.
Oof, okay. Well, there's our designated heavy pod. Looks like a sectopod, a heavy mech, a purifier, and a standard trooper. That's definitely a lot of firepower, but it's nothing we can't handle.
The target is marked.
Oh, and we've got another pod in the building over here. Well, obviously we're not going to start the attack this turn.
Heading out.
For now, we'll just focus on moving our squad up and getting them into better attack positions. We'll probably kick things off next turn by hitting that sectopod with a couple of explosives.
Solid copy.
As an aside, let me just say that these are my favorite types of maps. It's a lot of fun navigating and fighting your way through dense urban centers, especially with the comprehensive destructible terrain system.
Bin dabei.
Well, the sectopod moved out of sight, which is actually a good thing. That means we can hit it with a couple of blaster bombs without it automatically spotting us. We could try sneaking past these guys to get to our destination, but I think experience has taught us that that's a bad idea. We should probably just hold our position and hit these guys with a couple of blaster bombs, then finish them off once they start heading in our direction. Though I guess it couldn't hurt to scoot up a little bit. As long as we're careful with where we move, they shouldn't spot us.
On the move.
Okay, sending in blaster bomb number 1.
Tracking target. Killed him.
Oh no, 2 civilians coincidentally died from entirely unrelated causes. A tragedy. Well, on the bright side, that trimmed off a lot of armor and health. And the sectopod is still out of sight, so we'll keep moving up our squad mates and then hit it with another blaster bomb.
Moving to position.
Here goes blaster bomb number 2. This should take out the rest of the sectopod's armor.
Nowhere to hide. Targets eliminated.
What I could!
Another tragic, unrelated civilian casualty. Just more proof that those Advent burgers will kill you. Hey, let's check out that scanning tower.
Infiltrating access point.
Well, nothing great, but we might as well grab it. We're more or less holding position anyway.
Got access.
Okay, let's bring all techs up into position, and
Heading out.
then I think we'll set everyone on Overwatch.
I'm on it. Bestätigt, Überwachung läuft.
Oh, actually, let's get Dragonova onto the rooftop here, just in case that other pod starts heading in our direction. Okay, I think we're good to go.
I am on watch.
Overwatch.
Here comes the sectopod. And there goes the sectopod. Nicely done, guys. Now we need to take out that squad in the building to our left. I think our best bet is to stick to the lower ground and lob a couple of grenades up through that window.
Moving to position.
Let me just make sure this is actually getting in there. Okay, that looks good.
Fire in the hole!
Alright, that takes out a big chunk of their armor and a vast amount of their cover. Now let's bring Rhino up and hit them again.
On the move. Boom!
That takes out the rest of their armor. We could move up there to finish them off, but since they haven't actually spotted us yet, I think we'll just stick to the lower ground and set all of our guys on Overwatch.
Not a problem. Heading out.
We'll also keep moving Dragonova forward, just to see if there are any more pods waiting for us up ahead.
I am at your service. I have sight beyond vision.
Okay, we've got an Andromedan and a Spectre guarding the evac zone.
Scanning. Fire shots. They're trying to flank me flanked.
Nice.
Schon beeindruckt?
You can never escape my sight.
Alright, we've got a Spectre and a Purifier right above us, and we've got another pod right ahead of us. I think I know exactly what I want to do here. Let's bring Rhino up.
I'm on it.
Now the main thing we want to avoid is triggering that pod ahead of us, so I'm going to make sure they can't get line of sight to us by taking the roof out from under them.
Frag out.
Now let's start bringing up the rest of the squad, and
On the move.
we can clear out these guys over here. Of course, we did blow up most of the cover, so that's slightly problematic. Well, it should be fine as long as we take these guys out.
Kein Problem, Boss.
Messer's got a pretty good chance of taking out either one of these targets, but I think we'll have him focus on the Spectre. That's easily the more dangerous of the two. Well, he's not going to do enough damage to actually kill it, but that's fine. At least I'll set it up so someone else can. Now we'll have Altex take out that Purifier.
On my way.
He'll get a guaranteed crit with Talon rounds since he's flanking.
By the numbers.
Oh, and there's Hair Trigger. Let's take out the Spectre too.
That's how it's done.
That means Diesel is free to hit that other pod with another grenade. I think we'll save his plasma grenade in case he needs to blow up more cover, but the acid grenade should work fine.
Grenade.
Now let's get our last couple of guys on Overwatch, just in case.
I'm on it. Come get some.
We could move Dragonova up a bit further, but I think she's fine where she is for now. Okay, looks like we're clear, so I think we'll spend this turn moving everyone up to the building. Then we'll breach it next turn.
I go where you tell me.
I guess we might as well hedge our bets here. We'll have Dragonova toss a claymore over the wall.
Placing explosive.
Unfortunately, both of my grenadiers seem to have pretty low movement ratings.
On your order. Get ready for a surprise.
Nice. That kills the Spectre and puts the Andromedan on the brink of death. Now let's keep moving the rest of the squad up, and we'll theoretically be able to grab the VIP next turn.
No need to ask twice. I'm all over it. Bin gleich da. Absolutely. Bin dabei.
Okay, let's have Rhino breach. No line of sight yet, but that's going to change the second he steps into that room. There's got to be at least one more enemy pod here somewhere, so we need to make sure that we stay on our guard.
Target VIP secured.
Target identity confirmed.
The Andromedan ducked behind cover. Let's see if we can move someone into a position to take it out. Alright, let's get Dragonova up on the rooftop here. She should be able to use Sting to finish off the Andromedan without losing her stealth status.
Moving as ordered. The invaders send a patrol. There is nowhere to hide.
Ah, just as I suspected, we've got another pod right on the other side of that wall. Okay, let's find the Sting ability. There it is. Now let's take out that pilot.
A stab from the darkness. Take a look at this. Tell your gods I'm coming.
Now, we want to shuffle the rest of our squad up closer, but we don't want to set off that other pod just yet. But we do want to bring Greenguard up close enough that he has line of sight to the Andromedan shell. That way he can lock it down with Haywire.
On the move.
Okay, well, you can't actually see the Andromedan for some reason. I guess that's just XCOM being XCOM. Alright, forget it. We'll move the rest of the squad up and we'll just get everyone on Overwatch. Hopefully that will be enough to take the thing down if it decides to rush us.
Wird gemacht.
Not a problem.
Heading out.
I guess we should go ahead and take out this VIP while we're at it. It's a lot harder for her to be killed by friendly fire once she's unconscious.
Status confirmed. Target package in custody.
I'm on it. Moving to Overwatch. Being put. Give a fire shots.
Ah, that pod is going to soak up all of our Overwatch fire.
X-ray neutralized.
I will always find you. It could explode at any time.
About to get burnt to a crisp. Looks like they
Menace
called him
1-5,
back
we're
up.
picking up an enemy transport inbound on your current position.
Huh. Well, that's weird. The Andromedan just seems to have disappeared completely. Okay. Let's try shuffling over to the other side of the door here.
On your order.
There it
The
is.
time for hiding is over.
I could hit it with haywire, but now that we've spotted it again... Yeah, now my other squad mates can suddenly see it again. Well, whatever. No point in using haywire now. We'll just gun it down. Doesn't look like Roderick can do enough damage to take it down by himself. But maybe if we... Okay, what's going on here? No matter where I move Dragonova, she's on fire. She's not actually on fire right now, but she's apparently in a fire, so she can't move without catching on fire. Fine, we'll just leave her where she is and see what kind of damage she can do from there.
Give me a minute.
Oh, you know, we've got this new dual strike ability, since she maxed out her relationship with Altex. Let's go ahead and give that a shot. First we'll move Altex up a little closer,
On my way!
just to make sure he hits. And here we go, our first dual strike.
We are known to them.
Only the best.
You know, somehow I expected that to look a lot fancier, but it got the job done. That takes out the Stun Lancer as well.
What did you expect?
Now we can have Greenguard take out the officer with his Skulljack. Then we'll get everyone else set up to ambush the reinforcements.
This might sting a little.
It's blocking me out.
Can only hit the armor.
Well, there's our first bit of damage we've suffered this battle, and of course it's self-inflicted. Let's grab the VIP before we forget about her.
Schon unterwegs. Das schaffe ich. Hab dich.
And now we just need to get to the evac zone, which might actually be a bit problematic here. We've taken out some pretty big chunks of the rooftop. Okay, I guess we can go around this way.
On your order.
Now we just need to get our grenadiers onto Overwatch, and we're ready to see those reinforcements.
I'm on it. Moving to Overwatch. Affirmative. Covering now.
A mech, a priest, and a trooper. Not too bad.
I've got eyes on Advent troops.
No luck with the Overwatch fire, but we should still be able to take these guys out.
This fire is getting worse.
Let's start by having Altex knock the mech off Overwatch. Now let's start moving the rest of the squad up towards the evac zone, and we'll take shots at these guys on the way there.
Moving to position.
Green Guard will take a shot at the priest, since that's a guaranteed crit. Messer will keep carrying the VIP towards the evac zone.
Okay, bin unterwegs.
And unfortunately, Dragonova is still covered in a towering inferno here. She's not on fire, but she will be on fire the second she moves, so I guess we'll just have her start sprinting towards the evac zone as well. We'll need to get her out of here before she can take too much damage.
Cook like meat. I know where you are.
Let's see what we can do here.
I'm on it.
I could drop a grenade on these guys, but I'd have to place it carefully so it doesn't hit Altex.
On your order.
Yeah, let's go ahead and have Rhino drop his last grenade on them. The priest will go into stasis, but then the acid will kill him as soon as he's active again.
Grenade.
Or maybe the acid will just kill him immediately. That works too. I swear, someday I'll figure out how those stasis fields work. We've still got 2 enemies on the field, and Vlad has a pretty good chance of killing either one of them. So I think our best bet is to drop the trooper and hope that the mech sets off Altex's Blade Storm.
Target neutralized.
Nice. That'll do it.
That's right.
Oh, they've got me locked in.
Okay, we're clear at this point, so let's get Messer and Dragonova up to the evac zone and get them out of here.
My life is in your hands.
We need to get the rest of the squad up to the evac zone too, but they're so far away I think it'll probably take them 2 turns to get there.
Getting it done.
Already there. Got it.
On the move.
VIP in Sicherheit und bereit zur Evakuierung.
On Overwatch.
Digging in.
Alright everyone, back on the Sky Ranger.
I'm out of here. Absolutely. Getting it done. 10-4. Heading out. Let's go.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
All Advent gene therapy clinics will be closed tomorrow for equipment upgrades. Initial reports that the suspension of services were the result of dissident activity have been dismissed as radical propaganda.
From the Resistance is becoming one of our most trusted veterans. It's a testament to our cause.
Well, 2 light self-inflicted wounds, but otherwise, not bad. Good work, everyone. Operation Unholy Fog was another near-flawless run. Our operatives cut through Advent's forces like an arc blade through butter, leaving a trail of bodies behind them. There were a couple of minor wounds, but nothing serious. Both Greenguard and Dragonova would be fine after a few days' worth of bed rest. Afterwards, we headed back to skirmisher territory to pick up Naz and Selvidi. Apparently the experiments had succeeded, and Bedos was quick to share her findings with us. Now we would be able to enhance the effects of our combat implants, giving us another slight edge when we went up against the Elders. With the war nearing its end, our allies were still practically tripping over each other in an effort to support our final push. The second we had gotten back from skirmisher territory, Volk was already contacting us with some new improvements he wanted to make to the Shadow Lances we had just designed. I quickly sent out one of our scientists to help make the requested upgrades, with Mark and Don acting as his armed escort. By the end of the week, Tygan and Lily had finished upgrading all of the plasma lances in our armory. With nothing else to distract him, he finally agreed it was time to hack up the avatar that we had killed almost 2 months earlier. We put the entire ship on high alert, doubled the guard shifts, and had the corpse transferred down from cold storage. Everyone was on edge. We were crossing a line here, and there was no telling what was going to happen once Tygan started disassembling that body.
This creature represents a near-perfect fusion of human and elder DNA. Though remarkable, it appears as if the creature were unfinished. Perhaps why we were able to ultimately defeat it. Still, this can lead me to only one logical conclusion.
We had such hope for you.
I believe we have found our avatar.